This forest gets dark during the day. Very strange, but oddly peaceful. I've set up a rabbit trap outside my tent and I need to check that regularly, else I won't be eating. I've got enough water for about 10 or so days, but I've put myself right near the river for the fresh, so I won't have to worry about that either. To keep me sane during my stay here, I'm going to be practicing my Chinese writing. In my notebook, I usually write or copy a list of characters I've printed over and over again. My trusty pen gets me through. I wish there was a more convenient way to do this, perhaps something on my phone. Hey, God knows, I haven't been able to find one. If only something could help me remember the words and know if I've got the right stroke order or not. Luckily for Jeff, there is an answer. It's called Skritter, and it's available now on iOS and Android. Link in description.
Mandarin Monkey 广播时间
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast, episode 191
集，这样啦。9
这是9吗？That's not 9，这是 hook。
这是在中国他们是这样用。
In 中国吗？
对啊，9。
what about in Taiwan？Joe. Any old hand me. For those of you who are listening and don't know 我们做什么
Go watch YouTube video.
Yeah, to watch the YouTube video.
对啊
Basically, what we were doing there was hand signs for numbers for Haoma, and Yulo showed me like a hooked finger for number 9, just a Joel, because我是kind of like make a Joel symbol, a 9 symbol with my hand, but I don't know how to do that, so I was kind of doing this. But that's a P. Oh no, that's a 9 to me, but a P to you? Is that a P to you?
那你就把这个变成直的啊，这样子啊，然后来圆形。
Yeah, so that way. Yeah. So I'm saying,
这样就对了。
That's a P to you. That's a P. Right? Okay. 这是很奇怪的 start to 我们的广播。Anyway, just the Mandarin Monkey 的广播 and just to give you a little if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back.
大家都很欢迎，你们都很欢迎，
对啊，
好吗？
And if you haven't heard this before, essentially what's going to happen is this is Eula, by the way.
嗨，大家好，我是 Eula。
我是 Tom, and we are going to be speaking. I'm going to be speaking in English for most of the time, and Eula's going to be speaking in Zhongwen for most of the time. So you can follow 我们的上下文 our context throughout the podcast, so you can kind of understand. So you're getting the input from a native speaking, a native Mandarin speaker.
是我
but you're
AKA 外星人。
你是外星人，对啊。And then you'll be able to, you're not getting 很挫败 frustrated by losing the context of the conversation.
是
Because I'm going to be speaking in 英文, so you can follow 我们的故事。
好棒哦。
But also our podcast, it contains extra goodness, extra tasty goodness.
Yum yum.
We are going to be telling you, 今天我们会告诉你a 故事 a 中文 story. So now in our podcast, unless we have a 来宾
对
we'll tell you a 中文故事 and the story is generally, we try to make it as relevant to 你的生活 your life.
是还有单字啊，
对啊，
很常用的单字。
对啊。So we're going to be telling you a story, and then we're going to be breaking that story down by vocab, and then I'm going to be asking as many questions as I can think of that I think you guys may want to know, or maybe even I want to know, as we go on, so you can hopefully get to sort of connect and why and where and who and everything else. And then we're going to have another chit chat. So we have 4 sections. The first one is chit chat. The second one is story. The third one is vocab. And the fourth one is chit chat. 我们喜欢 chit chat，
我们喜欢聊聊。还有最近有一个很好的消息呢，就是要谢谢全球华文网这个一个台湾的中文教材网站，他们呢就在之前有来问说，哎 Eula， 我们很喜欢你们的广播，我们可不可以把你们放在the Good Good Mandarin Learning Podcast，因为现在用 Podcast 学中文是一个非常非常流行的一个方法，
对，
所以他们就找到了我们 Mandarin Monkey， 然后告诉我们，我可不可以把你们放在他们的 list 上面？然后我们当然就说好啊。所以呢，我们的广播在台湾现在也变得很有名了。
好棒 ！Yeah, what's the name of that site? What was the name of the site that featured us?
全球华文网。
Oh, was it? Yeah, in English it was like I say it was in English. I'm about to do the Zhongwen. It was 华语 World, right?
华语 World 对，全球就是 international。
Yeah.
对对对。
And they featured us, didn't they?
是。
Oh, that's quite.
好开心哦。
Bit of a step, right? Another step up. But as I say, we are the number one Chinglish podcast in the world. That's not a lie. That's true. It's very true. We are the number one Chinglish podcast in the world, and we continue to be number one in the world. Else, I will find you, and I will
love you.
Love you so much. I just cuddle you until you stop. Okay, 没关系。所以，今天我要说，我很感谢。And 谢谢 to 我们的新的朋友，我们有两个。So we have Isabel, who's actually not a new friend. It's actually the daughter
是
of one of our students.
没错 ，Michael.
对啊 So Michael's daughter Isabel has joined the ranks. And they took a big jump as well, which I 真的喜欢。
对啊，对啊。
They took a big jump of just doing a year. Like they thought, hey. 我们的孩子教育很重要，
对，很重要。
So I'm gonna take a jump into this and just pay a whole year right now.
对
And why not? 好棒 And just before we put the prices up as well. Nice.
对啊，因为我们现在已经有越来越多爸爸妈妈他们说我们好想跟你们一起学中文，所以呢，我们的 Amy 老师和苏苏老师他们现在都有小朋友的课，所以如果你也想让你们小朋友上课的话呢，可以去找这两位老师，他们都很棒哦。
对对对啊 And actually, I think 如果你跟你的孩子要even if 你的孩子不是 like 混血儿 because we know Michael's 他的孩子是混血儿they're mixed race. Michael's from a mixed race family. He has a mixed race family, excuse me.
是
他的老婆是台湾人。So learning 中文 for them is kind of
蛮重要的。
Yeah, it's kind of like well, obviously it's really important, but it's also natural, like it's the thing you should be doing, right?
当然，
但是我想如果 even if you don't have a 混血儿的家庭或孩子没关系 I think learning 中文 or learning a language actually with your kid is like an awesome thing to do.
对啊，就是好玩，因为他们
I think it'd be loads of fun to
小
learn
朋友总是可以把学东西这个事情变得很好玩。就像你躺在床上，然后跟 Kyrie 还有 Mason 他不会说话，但是 Mason 就会他就会 like copy你的声音，然后想要试着说你说的中文字，我觉得就是很可爱。然后就是很自然，然后这也是爸爸妈妈跟小朋友一起快乐一起学习的时间，很棒。
我要你跟 maybe 应该你跟Kyrie 可以学不知道日文，然后我跟 Mason 会 like 学 like 韩文 or like 韩语 or
为什么
Spanish or maybe like 法文 or 不知道，所以我们可以用 like 秘密。Like a mimi 的语言。
我不要。
So we could be in the kitchen and be like, "Hi, mummy. Hi, daddy. Hey, Mason." And you'd be like, "I don't know. 我不知道你说什么." And you'd be like, "But Kyrie, no."
不要。
Oh, okay.
但是我们可以
一样的语言，对不对？
我不要有秘密，但是我们可以4个人，我们5个人when Max 他长大的时候我们可以5个人一起学
Yeah, pick one.
冰岛语。
No. Icelandic. No, God, no.
学冰岛语，然后我们可以去日本，然后去韩国，去美国、英国，没有人听得懂我们。
Yeah.
很棒啊
No, exactly. We can keep secrets. All right. So you'd have to pick a language that like very few people speak. 台语。But then we 我们住在台湾，所以他们会听得懂。
也对，除非是要去别的国家才可以。
Yeah, no, in any different country. Like for example, Welsh. There's now Welshman from Wales in England. Like, I don't know how many, 10,000 people speak it. That's it in the world. Good language to learn if we want to keep secrets. But there's 很多的压力 just to have a秘密的语言 at home.
我觉得会很好玩啊。
and the Welsh is like that.
可是你要会耶，因为我不会啊。
Wow, that language?
对啊。
为什么
？Welsh.
Yeah.
对啊，很难呢。
不知道，我不知道。
你也不会。
No, 当然我不会。I'm not from Wales.
但是 you just did the impression. 好讨厌啊，他的脸。
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, that's just me probably being rude about 他们的腔。Well, you know,
我们跟大家说对不起。
我觉得我要学日文，因为你知道我要听起来像那个 like manga anime 的主角他们的对，如果对那个saga的，我真的要。It's like everybody in manga sounds like that to me.
听起来很凶，很生气是吗？
They always do. Well, the men do typically, and the new show they're kind of like. But always. No, that's just the way they're portrayed in the animes. Not in the. I mean,
卡通式啦，对呀。
Yeah, in cartoon, yeah, in the manga, in the anime. That's in the like we watched that series, didn't we? What was it? It was the card one.
Card.
Yeah, the one with the card. They played cards, and it was like in the future.
对哦。
Alice in Borderland.
啊，对，好棒哦，你的头脑。
这是我的咖啡。Cafe kicks in. The caffeine, it just wakes.
它可以帮助你，就是醒来。
现在我的头脑醒来。Kind of. It's slowly waking up. I had 很多压力，like 今天很多压力。
11点半，他的 brain is working out.
Yeah. Right.
Waking up, 对不起 waking up.
Yeah. Hang on. 等我一下。Oh, and also, by the way, before we skip on, our other friend, Michael.
Yeah,
not Michael with Isabel Michael, a different Michael, just a boy younger Michael, just joined our hangout here. Welcome.
欢迎你，对呀。
And Michael was so keen actually to get involved. He actually signed up to become a member like last night at 9:14. And like something like that, and messaged us and said, I've just signed up, can I join a hangout? And we were in a hangout at the time. This is a woman that wanted.
对不起
Yeah, 对不起 Michael. Like I did message you back on Patreon, by the way. I messaged you back because we have like at the moment we've had a couple of breakout room games.
对
So
有点难。
Yeah, we sort of put people into like one group, in a group or a couple of groups.
对
And then you know for 20 minutes while you prepare like 你可以准备你的故事 or whatever the 游戏 is. And I had time to go away and write some Chinglish stories, which is like a thing we've got coming out sometime.
Ooh.
At some point. But while I was doing that, he messaged us and I managed to message back and say, hey, look, here's the link, come and join. But he didn't. So maybe he didn't get it.
对啊。好。但是我们这礼拜的 hangout 很好玩，对吧？就是 get to know each other， 我觉得很好玩。
Oh, it was so good to like, it's 今天因为 we have 5 hangouts, right? And H5 is on 我们的星期一 at 9点.
对。
And we 我们刚刚 just taken. That's not good English. We just took the children to the school area.
对，我们送他们去学校。
对。
送 Carrie， 不是他们。
No.
还没他们，但是 soon.
Yeah, in 8月对不对
Mason 要去上课了，好棒！两个。
Yeah.
We're on our way.
Yeah, it feels like it's been 20 minutes. It's only been like 12.
哦，怎么了吗？
No, 没有 just it feels like yeah, no, we just taken them to school. We came back and to be honest, like 我们很累，你知道 because 我们抱怨 like 每个次我们会抱怨我们很累，对不对？
我们没有抱怨，我们是在跟大家说
we just
我们的心情。
We really tired.
我们需要说
We really tired. Because the kid, you know, the kids wake up and that's kids, it's babies for you, isn't it? They wake up. 但是 you have to take it with a pinch of salt. 你知道那个 saying 吗？
什么意思？
Take it with a pinch of salt. 不知道如果就是成语 No, it's like oh god, this is interesting to explain. 我喜欢 so it's like you just something happens and you're like it's like don't cry over spilt milk.
All right, 就是没有什么大不了的，
对，
还是 nothing， 就是不要把它看得很严重。
Yeah, just take whatever that, you know, that person we know, you know, everybody knows one of these people. There's people who like to joke a lot or they, you know, they take the piss or whatever a lot or they're generally quite angry about whatever, and you say, "Oh, just take whatever he says with a pinch of salt. It doesn't matter. He just
right. We have the saying 就是没什么大不了。
Yeah.
Like 这是一个
没什么大不了。
就是我们之前不是有在讲there's no difference. It's like similar structure， 就是没有什么不一样。No difference. 这个是there's nothing， 没什么大不了。
Right, so you could
大就是 big， 没有什么很大的。So 没有什么大不了。
And could you use that in the context of like a drunk guy and he's been around your area for so long, right? He drinks, he drinks, everyone knows him. He's friendly, but he likes to swear a lot. Like he just all going, you shit, and he'll come up to you and go, you're ugly, and then walk on. Could you use it in that context? Like just say, if someone goes, oh my God, he just says I was ugly. Oh, just
没什么大不了。
just take whatever, he says with a pinch of salt. It doesn't matter. It
doesn't feel like 没什么大不了, but in that context, if you want to say that, 可以啊，没什么大不了，没事。没事，没什么大不了。
Yeah, so just take it with a pinch of salt. Anyway, where were we? Why are we talking about it?
Oh, baby, 起床。
Really tired.
Yeah, 很累。
Yeah, so like I think like I love how the difference. I think that's why H3 and H4 are sort of like the livelier ones. Maybe because 我们的力气 like 一点点高。
有吗？
Yeah,
在晚上。
Yeah, because I think like, and also I think it's the people. Isn't it? Because if people come to the hangout like then we also get the energy, right? You feed off the energy, don't you? But also I think other people feed off our energy as well. So if we come in with low energy, there will be low energy in the room. I think generally it's been good. That game Ashley suggested a game. 2 truths, 1 lie. 2 truths, 1 lie. But
then the rule changed at the end.
It was just it evolved, and it was cool because you find out some little things about people that you didn't know, and it's 很好 and some 很奇怪的说谎吗？
很奇怪的谎言。
谎言 sorry, excuse me, yeah. Like you can't shoot an armadillo, like they're bulletproof. Which I think a lot of people thought they were, I think a lot of people thought, or a few people thought was true, but it's actually not true.
对，不是。
Or something like that. And, 不知道, like 很多的, there's more pigs in Denmark than there are people. That, for example. That's good. That's a good one. That was a good one.
好好玩哦。
What else?
知道一些很好笑的事情。
Nicole was a mermaid.
mermaid 的姐姐，她是美人鱼的姐姐。
Yeah, no, but she was a mermaid. She was just Ariel's sister, right? In a play. There are more cows in Montana than people.
对，然后我昨天才知道冰岛以前不能有飞机去到冰岛。
Yeah.
对，我也是昨天才知道的。
Yeah, that was a whole big 新闻的东西。The cloud, actually, the ash cloud, or the 火山。
然后 Chris.
Oh, the full Monty. That was one of the best.
好好笑哦。
That was one of the best. And chin to you, Chris, for doing that.
我不知道可不可以，对不起 Chris.
Yeah, 我不知道如果你知道 like 你记得那个很老的 it's kind of 老的电影是 The Full Monty. 这是美国的 funded 英国的 set 电影 movie about a group of dads. Or like older, mature English 英国人。英国爸爸。对，yeah, but they're not all dads. Some of them are just.
Okay.
There's mature
英国人
guys. 对啊，英国人 and not particularly attractive ones. They're not like hunks. I mean, these are older guys, right? And they need to raise some money for 我不知道，我忘记了 or something. And the way they did that was they set up a group. That would get undressed for money. So for one night only, they'd stand on stage and do a thing called the full Monty. It just means I'm going to take all my clothes off. Yeah, for you.
Oh my God.
And they did it, and lots of women loved it. Blah, blah. They did lots of practicing and stuff like that. And there's a big story, but it's quite a good movie actually. And at the end, they get a hat, right? And the last thing, you can leave your hat on, and they put their hat over their twig and berries, and. Dun, 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 dun. And then they throw their hat off, all doing that pose. Yeah. And to all the women who are like, yeah! And I mean, some of the women, some of the wives, the lao paws, they're there watching their husbands do it, right? Yeah.
好尴尬。
And they're like, what?
但是他们要看其他人的耶。
对。就是like 很多的 Willy。
我没办法。
I should say 很多，就是5个。就是5个 Willy。
也很多。
Way less than in Japan.
Yeah, 但是还是很多啊，没办法。
Anyway, Chris did that. Apparently, just for funsies. He did that for one night.
太好笑了。
In front of a bunch of people in Poland. And he told us this, and we 不知道。但是我说了 like straight away, 我说他喜欢。like 他是这是真的。真的。这是真的。对啊，你说的是真的。我不知道为什么。他的脸 I don't know. I think maybe 他的个性 whatever.
哦，真的吗？你看得出来？
Yeah, just I don't know. What was that? I think if you see something, you can think, oh yeah, I could see you doing that.
No, 可是我看到 Ronald 说他可以吹低音号。
Oh yeah, play the tuba.
对啊，我就觉得他的脸看起来
大花吗？
大号。他的脸就是看起来会吹啊，但是他不会吹。
He does look like a tuba player, doesn't he?
对啊。
I don't know what that means though. 什么意思？ Like what is that? You look like a tuba player. What? 对啊。But he did.
没有，他就是看起来非常的 gentleman， 然后很有那种 like 他的我们要怎么说？我们会说气质。
你像他是先师吗？
对，就是他很 gentleman 的
显示，
很绅士的样子，然后他的气质怎么说？气质
？But actually, he's a clarinet player.
What's that?
I can't do an impression of a clarinet. that was about as good as it gets.
这个吗 ？Quality.
Yeah.
A person's quality 是不是？就是他看起来那个气质，就是他会maybe not tuba， 但是他就是会音乐。
Yeah, no,
对，他就是看起来是会音乐的。
他看起来像律师。
哦，真的吗？
没有。
没有。
律师 or like a 工作人，maybe like
老板、
经济经理吗？
经理对，就是比较很高贵的。
对 ，like maybe like a 投资的人，投资师吗？
也有。
Yeah.
投资家，
投资家，Yeah, something like that. Oh, could be 政治家，maybe 政治家。
对，他就是有那种感觉。
Yeah, like a authoritative face, kind of like like if he was the CEO of a company, you go, oh yeah.
他是
like he's but also a tuba player. Weirdly, what was that? But he plays clarinet, and actually Ashley, she played the tuba. We call it a tuba. Tuba. I actually now don't know how we say it in English. In 英国的腔 because we call it YouTube.
对 YouTube.
我们会说 YouTube. Tube.
对。
美国人会说 YouTube.
OK, 有不一样就对了。
Tube.
OK, YouTube or YouTube.
YouTube or YouTube.
OK, 好像。
Yeah, and actually I think the Americans are right.
Yeah.
In this pronunciation.
Like cute. So YouTube.
They say like the tube, which is actually I'd say probably the better way to say it because it literally is T-U-B tube. We say tube, but it sounds like tube, C-H-U-B, like tube. Get on a tube. Oh, mate, you're getting on a tube. Yeah, that's very English.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, what was that? Okay, sorry. Yeah, Ron, he looks like a tuba player.
是.
But he's not a tuba player, so I'm sorry. We're sorry for judging you. Even though that's not a bad thing. Playing any instrument is 很好。
对，因为你看起来就是会音乐的人，就是有很好的那个气质。我刚刚学到了。
Okay, 我有个问题。
Personals.
If you looked at me,我知道我是你的老公，所以就是不一样。但是如果你看我，what instrument player do I look like? Do you think?
没办法。
No, we have to try.
我现在看不出来了。
I think you look like a harp player.
你说这个吗？
Yeah.
为什么？
噔噔噔噔噔噔噔，我不知道。
竖琴。
I think Jessica also looks like a harp or a flute.
对，她是那种长笛那种，然后穿得很漂亮，长裙，然后她的头发也长长的，然后在那边吹那个长笛，对。
All right.
是你哦
，Yeah.
我不知道。 我看不出来了。可是我知道你会弹吉他，我知道你会打鼓。
Yeah, I do.
我看不出来了。
Yeah. It's strange. We didn't get involved with the 2 truths and 1 lie game. And I tell you what, 我会告诉你为什么 I think because we tell everybody everything on the podcast anyway. So I don't think there's anything we can lie about because everyone would probably know it already.
有啊，每个人一定都会有自己的小小的 black history.
Yeah, wait, you want to say that in it? I killed somebody.
不是啊，不需要 kill.
假的还是真的？
不需要 kill 啊，不需要就是比如说好，就是比如说以前的黑历史，我自己的黑历史就是我以前半夜晚上1点2点会跑出去。这算是吗？对我来说是很严重了，因为我的家比较 strict， 我的妈妈比较 strict 一点，所以这对我来说是一个很可怕的事情。If I did it，很可怕，所以它就算是我的黑历史啊。
Is it like a black?
对对对。
In 中文你们会说，我们会说骷髅头在 like 你的床。So we have a saying that says, "What skeletons are in your closet?"
什么意思
You haven't heard this before?
没有穿衣服吗？
屁 No.
屁为什么你要屁
No. 有衣服 But what skeletons do you have? What skeletons does he have in his closet? Kind of thing. No, there's no one there. I pointed over there. She looked. No. Like for example, you see a guy sitting in the corner of a pub and he's smoking a pipe. He's got a hood, and you know he smokes his pipe and it lights up his face. And you think, what secrets is he hiding? Like what skeletons are in his closet? Like what is he?
Skeleton 在这里是秘密的意思吗？
对啊 ，in this in the 骷髅头是骷髅头。
对。
Is in this 上下文是 secret 秘密的。But yeah, but it also can mean like you meet a guy who's like, "Hi everybody, I'm Jason. I'm going to sell you some cars. Or, look at this car." You think you're hiding something. Like what skeletons are his? I bet everyone has skeletons in their closet, right? And the literal meaning is like I guess the meaning would be you killed someone and you left them in your closet to die, right? And they turned into a skeleton now, and you're hiding them. It's like what secrets are you hiding in your closet?
Right.
Like, you're right. 你是对 everyone has skeletons.
对呀，一定有的。
Although like I'm, you know, I 我喜欢 being honest. To be honest, 我喜欢，你也喜欢，对不对？
我喜欢，对。
I find it very difficult to lie. I find it very difficult to lie about things like.
可是你要记得，如果你今天说了一个谎。你要记得你说过这个谎
You have to remember it.
对啊
Yeah, that's
然后
the thing.
下一次你要再说一样的谎 Otherwise people will like 可是
Did you say that?
对啊
Yeah.
然后他们就会知道我觉得会我觉得会
Like, and you're right, you have to remember that. 现在你需要记得你的谎 your whole life now.
对啊
Because at some point they're going to go, hang on, 6 years ago at a party on Tuesday the 14th, you said that you did have a camera and that it was, you know, but oh yeah, but that was, and then you got to make another lie. You have another lie to cover that lie, right?
对啊
And then you have to live in that lie forever now. Yeah, so it's like a big ball.
对，你要记得这样很难。而且你如果说了，如果你是一个很喜欢说谎的人，你要记得所有你说的谎
Yeah.
太难了吧？
太难 and that's like especially with you, like I think with 配偶你的配偶我们的配偶 one's 配偶你可以说 one 吗？
一个人的配偶
一个人吗？ Oh, sorry, you had a bit of hair and it came off your head and it landed on your nostril and sort of as you breathed in it kind of went up your nose and it was coming out and it looked like you had a massive nose hair. And I was like, oh, this is going to be embarrassing because I'm going to pluck it if it's real. And you're going to cry immediately on the podcast because it makes your eyes water if you pull out your nose hair there. But you didn't. It was just 头发
I'm losing my hair now a lot.
You are?
Because after having baby. 对啊
Hang on, go back. Wait, 等我一下 Reverse.
That's one's 配偶一个人有一个人的配偶
Yeah, to lie, right? To lie.
对不起
Like, for example, I said to you the other day, it was Valentine's Day and I went to get you flowers, right? And I intentionally drove. I drove to. I found a florist. I went there. She was really rude to me. I got there. I asked for some flowers. She was really rude. And then I was with Mason, but the florist was really rude. So Yeah, she just walked off. She said, 你要什么？你要买什么？ And I was like, 我不知道。因为今天是 And then she just walked off. I just mid-sentence, off she went to the back of the shop. She ignored me for the rest of the time.
Because you said 因为今天是 so she knew. 今天 okay, Valentine's Day.
No, because I hadn't finished my sentence yet.
Yeah,
I was going to say Valentine's Day.
可是我觉得啦，I'm not defending her. 但是呢，因为他们是在卖花的，so Valentine's Day 一定很多人会去跟他买花。
Yeah, 我知道，但是他可以问我 like, okay, so you need a 老婆喜欢什么 like 颜色 whatever. Like, I've been to florists before when they said exactly like, 他喜欢什么 like, 不知道 like 红色白色不知道粉红吗？
他很无理，OK， 他就是无理 ，That's it.
She's just rude anyway.
There's no
so
excuse.
and then what I did is instead of coming straight home, I drove on for a little bit. And then the reason I did that is because I know that you follow me on the map sometimes.
我没有啦
Like every day, whenever I leave the house. If my tracking system on my leg doesn't work and she can't follow me with the tracking app, she has to follow me with the maps, right? Because it tracks my phone. So I didn't want you to see that I went to the florist because I didn't want you to know what I was doing. So I drove on for a longer way and I disappeared for like 20 minutes with Mason just driving about because I wanted you to not know I went to the florist.
我没有 track 你，我没有。
You didn't that day, but you know. You like to when I come home from work.
Yeah.
To see if I've crashed.
对，不是。
Or you see like how late I'm going to be, my arrival, whatever. That doesn't make sense.
因为我要煮饭啊，然后我还要去 you know get the car, get the bike and you know stuff.
我会告诉你为什么我不介意你 tracking me.
因为你不会说谎。
I'm never going anywhere. I'm never going anywhere that I say I'm not going to go anywhere. I either go to work.
Yeah.
Or I'm with you. I mean, that side of it. Or I'm taking the kids out to a 超市 or something.
你觉得自己很可怜吗？你没有自己的生活。
在英国是不一样。
对。
I think because of like 我的朋友 whatever. And I'll go out for lunch maybe. Whatever. Like you do with yours. Like kind of. Occasionally I'll pop out to have a lunch or go and play games with whatever. 我的朋友 anyway. Why are we here again? 说谎吗? Anyway, I don't want to 吵架 about it. And talking about 吵架 and 家庭, today's story is about today's story. We're going to go on to the story now because we've been sort of 30 minutes.
有点久了哈。
Get on today's story. Today's story is about 家庭 and kind of 吵架, argue, not really arguing,
不是，就是我们家很吵 That's it.
Just kind of
noisy
families and them kind of arguing a little bit, but stuff.
有3个孩子，所以你可以想象有多吵。来吧，我们来念故事。
好。
今天的故事主题是我们家真的很热闹。
英文跟中文。好。
我们家有5个人，非常的热闹。
There are 5 people in our family who are all very lively.
有爸爸妈妈，一个快5岁的女儿，一个快3岁的儿子，和一个4个月大的小婴儿。
There's dad and mum and a daughter who is almost 5 years old, a son who is almost 3 years old, and a baby who is 4 months old.
平常姐姐和弟弟最喜欢玩在一起。
The sister and younger brother usually like to play together the most.
妈妈总是说，你们不能吵架哦。
Mum always says, don't fight.
姐姐常常抱怨弟弟会打她。
The elder sister often complains that the younger brother would hit her.
妈妈总是说，不能打人，说对不起。
The mother always says, don't hit people, say sorry.
弟弟喜欢跑到厨房问爸爸，我能喝牛奶吗？
The younger brother likes to go to the kitchen and ask his father, can I drink milk?
姐姐却问，我能吃糖果吗？
The older sister asks, can I eat sweets?
4个月大的小婴儿不能理解 为什么家里总是很吵？
The 4-month-old baby can't understand why it's always noisy at home.
为什么姐姐弟弟总是喜欢大叫、大笑或大哭？
Why he doesn't understand why his sisters and brothers always like to yell, laugh, or cry.
妈妈总是说：“你们两个能不能小声一点 ？Baby 想睡觉了。”
Mum always says, "Can you two keep your voice down? The baby wants to sleep."
我们家真的很热闹。
Our house is really lively. Alrighty, so we're going to move on to the vocab review section. Let's have a quick review of that. So obviously that's about family. So we have the obvious family words in there. 你听到那个爸爸妈妈姐姐弟弟妹妹 whatever. So you guys kind of already know that. We don't want to go over the family names. That's kind of just
很
standard.
基础，对
Yeah.
很 standard。
We want to go over some of the other words that we mentioned in there. We have 6 words. 6 words here for you guys
没错
as a gift.
第一个就是 lively， 很热闹。
热闹. Okay, so this is lively. So how do we use that in the story?
热闹就像我们家有3个小孩，你知道3个小孩的时候呢，姐姐弟弟、姐姐哥哥。他们就会笑啊、叫啊、说话啊，然后看电视很大声，所以我们家都很热闹、很吵的意思。
Right. So obviously it's really lively. How else could we use it? So 热闹 is this an adjective?
是的，
So,
你也可以说一个 like 活动很热闹，比如说昨天在那个庙，他们唱歌唱一整天
all day.
好热闹
Yeah.
sarcasm
Oh, okay,
好
there you go.
热闹就是很大声很吵，然后人很多，
对
很热闹。对，然后在假日的时候 on weekends 在台湾，通常你去到每一个地方都很热闹，因为人很多。
So 你可以用热闹，也可以说 like 他是很热闹的人吗？或可以热闹的人。
热闹是一个环境，一个 environment，就是很多人的地方。
OK，
然后就会很吵。
气氛吗？
气氛也可以，你可以用热闹来 describe 气氛很热闹。
热闹的气氛吗？
很热闹的气氛。
So a lively atmosphere.
对
OK，
可以，或者是你可以说 this place like 如果我们去 Disney， 我们去theme park， 就会很多人，都是小孩，都是爸爸妈妈，很热闹。
哎呀，当然。
对，这个地方很多人，很吵，很大声，就是很热闹的意思。对，所以这个是有 positive 的意思。
Can you also use that as a person? Can a person be lively? I mean, in English we would say that.
哦，你可以说
he's a lively person.
哦，你可以说来像 Ashley，
她
喜欢热闹。
Oh, she likes to like be lively.
She likes to be in the lively situation.
但是你不能说她是热闹的人。
很奇怪耶，
奇怪，
对，
okay.
还蛮奇怪。但是你就可以说他很喜欢热闹
She likes to be lively.
对啊，像阿公阿嬷他们都喜欢热闹，他们喜欢他们的孩子啊，他们的grandchildren 来找他们玩，就是很热闹。
你可以说Ashley 她喜欢创造很热闹的气氛吗？
可以。
So you likes to create a lively atmosphere.
对。
Okay, cool. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
所以这个热闹除了 personality 不行的。
And that
你还是可以用。
that now 是什么意思？
闹就是吵的意思。
Okay.
像吵闹2个字 two words together 就是吵闹就是很 noisy 很吵闹。
Right.
对。
Okay. And the next one?
接下来呢，它是一个time word time frequency word 平常。
Okay.
对，大家应该都很多人会用到 normally， 但是不知道怎么说 normally。那 normally 就是平常。
你可以 abbreviate to 常常吗？
可以啊，可以。
Like often.
对，可以。
他常常
是
whatever it is.
可以。他常常看电视。
Yeah.
他平常喜欢
我们常常吃鸡肉。
可是我会说平常比较像是 in general 那个平常
Right
就是 maybe 常常就是我一个礼拜 a week maybe 我有3天我要玩游戏我常玩游戏 you use the frequency 但是平常有就是说like 30天一个月有30天 one month has 30 days 但是 like the 20 days of the month 我喜欢做一样的事情So it's not like focus on the frequency, but focus on in general in the normal situation. I like doing this.
Right.
这样懂吗
Normally.
Yeah, normally.
Yeah, as opposed to often.
对，所以还是有一点点不一样。There's still a difference. 还是有。
我平常喜欢用常常吗？我平常用常常。
你平常用常常做什么
No, I'm just saying that I normally...No, you can't say that.
对，不行。
Okay, 没关系。
你可以说我平常喜欢喝咖啡，但是我喜欢喝茶，我也喜欢喝果汁，但是我平常我很多的时间都是喝咖啡。那常常就是用在比如说一个礼拜有5天我都在喝咖啡。对，所以有 frequency 的不一样。
我常常用平常。
Doesn't make sense.
Damn it. I'm sure there's a way around that. You could say, if you say I normally use often the word, or I often use 平常。我常常用
平常这个字 this word
这个字OK 所以你需要加这个字
对
You're melting I love it
You need the ending
Okay so let's say so 平常 is like normally so 我平常 do something
对
Okay Cool, yep.
错，好，再来另外一个就是总是 always
总是
对啊，就是每天啦，几乎是 like it's almost every day.
So another frequency
总是，对，像来我们每天总是说 Mason stop, Mason 不要 Mason 停
yeah.
像今天早上你说 in Mason's whole life 他都在说对不起
Yeah That's his existence It's just Sorry
对啊
Sorry And chocolate
他超可愛
It's all sound It's not like
It's chocolate
Yeah
很可愛
It's so cute Or cereal
他會說 Kyrie
Yeah Irie
他不能說 Kyrie
Yeah can't say Kyrie
很可愛
Yeah no okay so 他總是 like 每天他會說對不起 That's his whole little And I was like, welcome to manhood, like to being a guy, spending most of your life just saying sorry
真的
for
嗎
stuff you've done.
這是真的嗎
Yeah. A lot of
為
time.
什麼
Because I mean, we do silly things. We don't think about it sometimes. We just do it and then see what happens afterwards. And it's like, oh, sorry about that. Like, why do you poo in the bin? Oh, no, sorry. It felt like the right thing to do at the time. So
Think about it then. 为什么不想呢
Because in the moment, it's funsies. Or it's like, we have a plan at the time sometimes. Or sometimes you know, it's like, oh, well, this seems like a good thing to do. Like,
So you
know, 很多妈妈会说, oh, this is 很危险. Like, you like spin the kid around your head by its leg. Because the dad's like, yeah! And the kid's like, woo! But you break the kid's leg. And you're like, sorry. It seemed like a good idea at the time to do that. Like Mason, he thought it was a good idea to play rock, paper, scissors on the stairs.
Yeah.
And then he fell down it.
Yeah.
So he only learned post-accident. And that's most men. It's just kind of like we only learn the mistake after we made the mistake. And then you can reflect and go, right. So if I do that,
我要说对不起
that happens.
对
And then you got to apologize for it. If there's someone to say sorry to.
对啊
Anyway,
所以
okay.
Mason 现在的生活他总是在说对不起
对
Yeah 好可怜哦。好，然后呢，接下来的2个字非常非常非常非常的重要，因为呢，我们在故事里面有说到很多能，
我们总是用
不能，对，我们总是在说能做什么，不能做什么。
那我上了很多人会知道能不能，所以 this is not maybe not one we should stick on because you know可以会能 it's like something you learn at the beginning of the
对。
Right? It's really important, obviously.
对，很重要，而且有时候你们也可以 replace， 就是能跟可以。So like for example， 在这个故事里面呢，妈妈总是说你们不能吵架哦 ，OK，don't fight 啊，那你也可以说你们不可以吵架哦，don't fight，OK，you can't fight， 的意思。所以是差不多，他们两个是都可以用，但是我会说呢，能 you have more time using 能 but means differently from 可以。
Yeah, because permission, isn't it, versus like physically unable to like, you know.
对，就是他们两个都可以是 for suggestion 或是 for suggest 我刚刚讲过了，对不对？
没关系
，suggestion 还有 permission 哦，对对，说 permission，
yes,
但是呢，能有一个 specific way to use is for physical capability， 就是你能做什么事情，就是你可以做，比如说你能
like
弹吉他好了，
yeah.
但是我不能 because I don't have that skill,
right.
so I cannot physically doing that.
Well, I've broken my leg and I cannot walk.
对
I cannot walk.
对，不能走路。
Right.
或者是有些他们没有办法看到的，就是他们眼睛看不到，他们不能看到。对对对
You can't see. Right.
对啊对啊，所以就是能还有 for physical capability， 所以还是有不一样的哦。
对呀，
对对对，好。所以在这个故事里面呢，妈妈总是说不能吵架，不能打人，然后弟弟喜欢说我能喝牛奶吗？
This is interesting, actually, and maybe this is a topic for the discussion section.
是
But I was thinking about kids and about, you know, 说如果你说不能 and 能 and 不行 and 行 and this kind of stuff, and like how often we tell our kids to not do something.
很多
and then they grow up. Now, I 我不知道如果就是如果你用 like 不能 能就是不行，如果这个办法教他们 about consequence, like if you do this thing will happen, or are we just telling them that because at the moment that makes our life easier? Like, are they going to grow up? There are things we're doing now. I noticed this in myself there, and you, and also I can see from you as well. Like, there are things that we do where I think that was a mistake that we did that. And I think, you know, they'll grow up. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but it's like, it's the Tuesday thing, isn't it? It's kind of like, oh, when did you say that? I can't remember exactly when I said it. But like,
像 Carrie 他说我们可不可以去公园去玩，然后我们说不能去，他说为什么？因为很热，然后妈妈很累，爸爸很累，我们今天很累，所以我们不能去公园。对
But I don't know whether those kind of things are good or bad for them. Like when they grow up, what psychologically is going to happen? What I'd like them to do is obviously be like a 很好的人 and like be a nice, friendly, balanced person who knows right and wrong and doesn't go out and murder people and that kind of, or be horrible to people and that kind of treats people with respect, that kind of thing. And I'm not sure like the right way to teach them that's the right way to do it. Because if we keep saying, oh, we're not, you can't do that, don't do that. It's simple things for me. It's like Mason frustrates me so much real quick.
因为他没有办法，他听不懂你说什么话。
What's that? And yeah, no, but just because he's a boy and he likes to push buttons, he likes to go, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to keep doing it. I think he's learning slowly and he's apologizing more now. He's growing.
Yeah.
But it's just like, take your trousers off, dude. And why is taking your trousers off like a 15-minute exercise? You're going to get in the shower, buddy. Do you want to get in the shower, bud? Come on, let's go to the shower. Yeah, why do I have to chase you around the house to go to the goddamn shower? Just get them both. They're like cats just running around. I've got no clothes on. They've got no clothes on. I'm running around the house. You know what I mean? Everywhere. It's just, you know what I mean? And come on, dude, just get in the shower, please. This is, can we, 我们的生活 can be, you know, be like 很容易 just
对啊，就他们去
变简单。
对
Come on.
对啊，我懂你的意思。
And I was like, so, and that kind of, but is it okay for me to be frustrated about that and then act out on that and be clearly frustrated about that? I'm like, just look, get in the shower. I've just been chasing around the house for 10 minutes naked. Oh, I just want to get you showered. I know this is not going to be a good shower for me. I just want to get you washed, get you in your pajamas and get, the routine.
对啊，对啊，这只是妈妈的工作。爸爸的工作，
对啊。
可是很多人就是说，你就是要 train 你的孩子，就是让他们知道什么时候做什么事情，但是还是有一点点难了。
对 ，and people don't. 如果你没有孩子，你真的不知道 ，like 很容易的东西，很简单的东西是很难 ，like 现在是很难。Like if you think, oh, this thing is easy, like anything in your life, like
let's go out.
You're going out.
对啊
，putting your shoes on.
来，我们说，我们都会
pop up
说
the shop, grab something, an ice cream.
真的 ，like 它好像是一个 mission， 它很像一个任务一样。
对啊 ，it's not just like a, if you're single, it's just like, oh, babe, should we go and grab an ice cream? Like, yeah, let's walk down the shops, grab an ice cream. Okay. Do I need a jacket? Oh, no, I don't leave a jacket. And then you go and get your ice cream. Tasty, 10 minutes, you've got an ice cream, 没关系。
对啊，
孩子
1个小时。我们才可以吃到冰淇淋。
That's all we want to go and do. And then you got to walk with, and they're running, trying to kill themselves in the road. And, okay. Anyway, sorry.
很好笑。
The last word is 抱怨. Right then I was 抱怨.
You just 抱怨 the whole time.
抱怨 the whole time. So our last word is 抱怨.
抱怨
To complain.
因为
不要抱怨。
因为现在Mason 他比较皮，所以呢，他都很喜欢这样打瑞瑞啊，或是 poke 瑞瑞啊，然后他们瑞瑞就会说：“妈咪，Mason 打我。”然后他就会抱怨 Mason 喜欢他，他还跑去那个学校，就跟老师说。She told the teacher, 我的弟弟很喜欢打我，可是他也会跟人家抱怨说他的弟弟很喜欢打他，我觉得很好笑。
当然，这是 I think this is normal 的。
对啊，姐姐跟弟弟在一起啊，
可
是他们又很爱对方哦，
他
们就很爱Carrie 就说我真的很爱 Mason，然后可是每次 Mason 打他，就妈咪 Mason 打我，但是他们就是很爱对方的啦。
She fell over and hit her face on your knee yesterday. 这是很好笑。
对啊
She was just being silly and yeah, cutie, McTootie. Okay, that was it.
好啦，这是我们干嘛
I didn't want to be her fan. I just didn't be annoying every time you speak.
干嘛
I was just trying to turn it off, actually. By the way, I wasn't. For people watching on YouTube, I'm not waving at you. I'm waving at my future editing self to put the break there. No, don't. Oh no, I've just confused my editing self. Oh no, because I'm going to edit it later, and I'm going to look at it and go, oh yeah, he waved there. Oh, you tricked me.
Yeah.
没关系。
Actually, past Tom.
对啊 we don't have much time now.
对啊，好，这就是我们今天的故事啊。其实我觉得家庭的生活就是很好玩，所以有时候跟大家分享我们家庭的故事也是很好。但是我们不是真的抱怨，我们是喜欢就是讲出来的 fact。因为有些人会觉得3个小孩好可爱哦，but behind the 可爱 is like 很爆炸。
It's tough. Actually, 很多人会问我们 like how do you guys do it? Like, 两个广播 like every week we have two podcasts, run a business, all this kind of stuff, work another job, all this kind of stuff. Like how do we do it and have 3 kids? And I always have to reflect on that and think it's tough. Like it's tough and it's tough.
对
I can't really get away from it. Like
even when you say those things we have to do, 我还是觉得好多事情哦。
对啊 there's a lot
怎么
going
这么
on.
多事情要做？
对 and like inside each of those things there are other things going on. Do you know what I mean? But I think like 很多人是一点点说谎的人 because they're living, everyone is making it up. I said this before. Everyone's making it up as we go along. In the sense of
什么意思
we're kind of just jumbling through life. No one's got it together. That's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? There's no set. Like, 如果人会问我 like, how do you do it? You run a business and you've got another job and you've got 3 kids. And how do you guys do it? It's like, I can't say, oh, it's easy. You just have to schedule your time and make sure you between 9 and 10 you do work, and between 11 and 12 you talk to your kids. No. You don't.
你刚刚讲的
不可以说。
对不起
不可以说。
好。
You play with your kids and then between 12 and 6 you go out shopping for food. It's not like these things
你就是每天都在猜。
There's no answer to that. You know what I mean? You work. You have to kind of muddle through and just get through it, right? It's just like you have to, I don't know, just reflect on what you've got and think, okay, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Everybody. We're all the same. We're 24 hours. It's what you choose to do with those hours. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and we just choose to do this and try and just battle through it.
真的.
Let me tell you something. We are Baoyan. 这是不是表演，这是 like
想要告诉你们 the truth 的事实。
对 would our life be easier if I went to get like a full-time job in England or whatever, doing sales and blah, 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 and you got a full-time job teaching or whatever somewhere else at some other school who organize everything for you, do all the scheduling for you, pay you, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. Would it be easier?
会啊。
Yes.
但是我们不会这么开心。
Could we have holiday? Yes. Could we have like a bigger house and all this, whatever, a nice car and it's kind of, yes. But we choose not to. We choose to struggle.
好棒哦.
Battle through this and try and create something cool.
对啊.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just choice, man. It's just choice. And it's sacrifice in a way because we've sacrificed those things right now for, hopefully a better future.
For 我们的未来.
我们的未来，我们希望. And we hope you guys can travel with us. And for those of you who listen to us for a long time, you have been traveling with us. And 我们真的希望. We're grateful you have. And I hope you maybe one day, if you have been listening in silence, speak up and say, hey.
Hi.
Actually, we did get a nice message from someone recently who said they listen to the podcast a lot. 对. Which we will reply to. We promise you. Just been really busy recently.
有，我上个礼拜有一个 free lesson，是跟一个妈妈和一个女儿，他们都是美国人，然后来学中文，就只是因为好玩，所以学中文。然后他就说他们已经 follow 我们2年了，然后我就算2年，我们刚开始在开始录广播的时候，你们就已经开始听了耶。然后到现在他们花2年的时间才来跟我们说话，我就觉得哇好酷哦。你认识我2年，但是我完全不认识你。
Yeah, 当然很奇怪，对不对？很奇怪的感觉。John's the gentleman who sent us over an email. Thank you very much, John. We appreciate it. And thank you very much to everyone who leaves reviews and that kind of stuff as well. We appreciate that as well. It helps boost the podcast to the next levels. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. And it's weird, isn't it? That it's strange to reflect on. Anyway, we made the choice and here we are. It's our own bloody fault. 这是我们的错。
不是错，这是我们的选择。
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, whatever happens is our choice. That's good. And anyone else who wants to do it in regards to anything else you want to do in your life, just make that 那个选择，对不对？Anyway, thank you very much for everyone who comes along. By the way, if you didn't know, we don't just do a podcast. What? What, Tom? You don't?
我们还要上中文课哦。然后我们现在目前有4位老师，苏苏老师、淑倩老师、Amy 老师，还有我，你们都可以到我们的网站www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons， 你们就可以看到所有老师的包含 introduction，还有我们的 schedule， 所以赶快去吧。
Yeah, soon actually we're going to be releasing a few videos of 苏苏老师 as well. So she's going to be taking you through some cool little bits and bobs as well. So kind of, and on YouTube, so we can follow those as well. We do, as Yula just said, we do lessons, we do everything else. All of our memberships levels are including the Hangouts. If you want to join the Hangouts, which is a super cool place to come to practice your Zhongwen and just have a bit of fun on the weekend. If you want to meet other learners, you can find those www.mandarinmonkey.com/memberships. So just come to the website, you'll find them.
对呀，
or Hangout, you'll find the membership levels. Choose your monkey power and get some lessons. As we mentioned before, you can actually buy a whole year. You can commit to learning right now and buy yourself a whole year up front before the prices go up. So,
还是在那个 OK 好，谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看，希望你们今天都过得很棒，很开心哦。我们下次见，拜拜。
bye.